We're back for round 2.
Okay, so round 2 is going to be an exciting one. It's probably going to last a long time. It's probably going to last about as long as whoever else's games are going
Yeah.
Because our opponent is BYE, a fierce opponent. I think we can beat him. I hope we can beat him.
It's tough. Hopefully we're waving bye to them instead of them waving bye to us.
Right.
Like I could see that as a very fierce threat. You know.
Right. Them waving bye to us. And
it's kind of. You could think of it as a casual, wave, but maybe
it's menacing.
Maybe he's flipping us off too.
Yeah.
You don't know what the other hand's doing.
I think our main strategy for this round is going to be to not click drop from event and then type drop in this box. By the way, I knew that. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, so just hang out with us and we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, we can just narrate for the next 40 minutes.
That'd be great. All right, but seriously, on a more serious note, we hope you're enjoying Natural Order Eric and Jacob's video because what happened? I don't want to drop because you're not gonna be watching ours. So
yeah, well, I mean, you might.
You could.
It depends. Are we gonna lace them together and they can be side by side?
I wish we could webcam and put on a show.
Oh, we could. We do a little striptease for the viewers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, they probably wouldn't want to see that. They would wave bye just
very
like our
all right. Well, anyways, I guess we'll catch you in round 3.
Well, I mean, we could discuss. We could recap.
We could recap.
What happened in round 1? Round 1, I feel we had some solid plays.
I will say our worst misplay was the not casting Coat with Venom.
Yes.
On the Angler.
To save the Angler.
We were lucky enough that it didn't cost us the game, but it could have. It almost did. The fact that he went for Great Teachers there and tapped out kind of gave us the win. That could have been a bad one.
So, what changes do we want to make? We want to put back in the... what was the one that makes...
So it goes back to our original build.
Okay.
So it's going to be black-red again when we go back in.
Oh, so we need...
With the seismic, with everything.
Okay.
I think...
Oh, as soon as the next round starts.
So we're not going to have blue in the next round. So we'll side into our blue. The Drowner, so good. It is so good.
I think we cut the 2/2 flyer.
Okay.
Instead.
I think so too. It's pretty bad against most decks.
We definitely want the blue,
Drowner.
Yeah, the Drowner.
Maybe the tap thing, because it's good with like our sprinting war brutes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like our just big dudes. So that's something to consider.
If we can tap them down, as long as they're not busting out.
We could, what we could do is take out our more aggressive stuff, like the aspirant and things like that. Mm-hmm. Go for less aggressive, more top end. We have a pyroclasm. We have good removal. Yeah. We can keep stuff that trades a little better, and then try to go for the late game where we have a lot of power.
Well, what about like the Ojutai summons? Do we want to
push that hard?
A little more blue?
We would have to put a lot of blue in.
Yeah.
To play it to cast a double blue card like that, we would probably want to have like 5 or 6 blue sources. Mm-hmm. Which makes it a lot harder to cast our other stuff. I do think the summons are very good. I just don't think it's a card you can splash. No. We have other blue cards that are potentially good.
The Sage, is that the one where it dies we draw a card?
Yeah, it's 1/1 prowess. When it dies you draw a card. Like it's fine, but is that better than like a Coaling Aspirant that can probably just trade with a thing? Like.
True, but we could jump or we could exploit it. We've got a decent
amount of exploit. That is cool to exploit it.
Exploit, draw a card, and
whatever.
Get the exploit.
And Drowner.
Decent.
Is Drowner a real only exploit thing? We have the Sign and Blood guy, but I'm still just not sure how good that guy is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 1/3, so it blocks well, which is decent.
It would have been decent against that match.
I think so, too. I think it would have been better.
He would have had to waste a combat trip
to get through
on it.
Yeah.
Which is gay.
I I wish we had a little more instant speed removal. We also need to remember to not cut too many creatures because we have like Tail Slash and Coat with Venom and removal that needs creatures.
Right.
But yeah.
So we side in the 2 blue cards that we have that
Probably
we care
just the
about.
2. Maybe I think we should look
The
for a
tap
spot
down?
for the breath. I think the breath could be good.
I think the breath over our 2/2 flyer with the imp.
Yeah, I think that would be fine. And then our other sideboard stuff is pretty much the same. But yeah, so we'll be doing that in like half an hour
Yeah.
when you guys catch us in our next game. We'll see you then.